Hi everybody, it's me, Sherry P. I'm back. I thought today I would give you a little bit of a peek, maybe you can kind of see it behind me, of our new garden setup and give you a little bit of history onto how we got to this point. We bought the house that we're currently living in because the backyard was so extraordinary. It's beautiful. The house is on like a semi cul-de-sac, so not like a full loop, but kind of like a partial pie curve. And this yard is the biggest piece of the pie wedge. So when we saw this yard, we were like, oh my gosh, we could put in a pool, we could have gardens, we could do all these amazing things. And we were so excited. And we got here and we moved in December, and then the following summer we had the utility people come out to mark where the lines were, so we knew where we could put the pool. And the guy's like, you can't put a pool in this yard. You have electrical lines and power lines and cable lines that got crisscross the entire yard. So that was a bummer. We realized that all the plans that we had for this epic party backyard were not going to happen. And so we thought, okay, cool. Well, we'll make gardens everywhere. That'd be fun. And then the rainy season came, and we realized that our lovely neighbors who are behind us over there, they have a gorgeous yard, absolutely gorgeous, but their yard is built up and it slopes down into our yard. So when it rains, our yard is essentially a cranberry bog. It's really terrible. In fact, you'll see there's some things like right here, these rocks around the deck was kind of our weak solution at trying to at least provide our dogs with some sort of pad to step out onto when it was so rainy out. Anyways, so we haven't really done a whole lot with this yard because it's just been one kind of disappointment and bummer after another. Things that we put in just got so water saturated that we couldn't keep it, or they would die after a season or two. So we just kind of abandoned ship. We literally built a bigger deck, put in an above ground pool, and called it a day. And this will be, I think, our 10th summer at this house. So we've just been living this way. Anyways, so to where we are now, we decided we were going to try to put in garden beds this summer. And we knew we couldn't do in-ground because of, said water problem. So we went with above ground. And so let me preface all of this by saying my husband Jim and I are not experts on anything, but we try. What we lack in understanding and expertise, we definitely make up for in fortitude and wherewithal, and we'll just keep giving it a try. And the motto is kind of everything is figure-outable. So that's where we are. And we went to Costco because, Costco, I feel like they have everything. Our life pretty much revolves around shopping at Costco. We got a couple of their above ground beds and combined them into a configuration that worked for our yard. And then both Jim and I went into research mode. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of a walk, and we're just trying out some different things that we saw from other people. It's really our first time gardening here at this house, except for the three barrels that you'll see in a minute that I put tomatoes in. And then we kind of added last year, maybe the year before, two fully raised and standing garden beds that I primarily just put lettuce in. And I kept lettuce in there this year so that the bunnies didn't get to that. So it's all one giant experiment. So come with me and we're going to walk and see if we can get to the gardens. Sorry, newbie videotaper. Okay, so first you can see here's the little barrels, and I'm experimenting with different types of trellising to do some vertical gardening. These are the raised Costco beds that we put in. Honestly, it took a lot of dirt, and we bought all organic dirt to put in. I think I may have overdone it, but we'll see what happens. I feel like we have every kind of herb. I've got some broccoli, I've got some beans and peas, and we're gonna do trellising on the higher trellis of cucumbers up there, and some more tomatoes. And then these are the raised garden beds that we started with. And then I've got a couple of these bucket things that stack onto each other that I got from, believe it or not, the Dollar Tree last year. And they worked out pretty well. We did just some lettuces and some beans, some herbs in them. So this is us trying to expand, and we'll see how it goes. I like canning and the idea of being able to preserve some of our food. I'm pretty decent at making pickles, so we'll definitely be doing that with some of our cucumbers. And we're gonna experiment and try to do some salsa and tomato sauce this year and take it from there. So that's the beginning of the garden. So stay tuned for more.